Oh fuck, I hate how it does that every time, but welcome back to Monster Camp. I keep wanting to say Monster Prom, but that's the other game. I kind of want to try and go for Milo, because I like their character design and they're cute as hell, so we're gonna try and go for Milo next. It's me. We'll go for a full game again. I have read all this, so I'm going to skip through most of it. Sire. Peace. I can choose any pronouns, which is really cool.
This summer will be a good one.
A multi-tool. With smarts and boldness. Orgy etiquette, smartness and charm. Tardigrade plushie, human mole, swole floaties. That's a SpongeBob reference. Recorder. Let's go eliminate Dakamora. Charm. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Sudden powerful pressure invaded us. It was a monster prom all over. 6 coolest people in this. Yep. And then it introduces the characters. I'm gonna try and go through this a little bit faster. So clear came down to breaking the ice. Just press escape button until this shit starts. That would be Damien for sure. That would be Joy. I don't know. Maybe Calculator? That would be Dahlia. I'm assuming this one's Milo. Yes! I was right. Holy shit. Oh, hello there, sire. Playing possum, are we? Your impression of a lifeless corpse is quite impressive, but it's nearly impossible to fool a reaper. If you really want to sell it, make sure you stop your breathing entirely and let your eyes go glossy. Like an elderly woman staring blankly at Wheel of Fortune at 3 p.m. Here, try again and let me critique you. Perhaps by the time we get to camp, you'll be such a good corpse impressionist that I'll have to schedule a gig to reap you anyway. That sounds romantic, you think, or terrifying, but you can work with that. We only have 5 weeks left. When our crushes hearts, da 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 da. I accidentally slowed my mouse down.
I hope this turn goes smoothly.
I just realized I don't know what I need to do to get Milo to like me. Probably charm. Hang on, wait. I don't have a lot of creativity either way, so let's see. Oh, her last name is Belladonna. Okay, prefers charm, fun, and creativity, so... Creativity's terrible. My fun is bad. My charm is okay. So we're gonna go do creativity. This is creativity, right? Yeah. The day lose a gift speaker at Monster Scouts HQ. He's Where Eagle Monster Scout, here to tell you all about advancing through the levels. Her speech is surprisingly interesting. She started out at Camp Spooky just like you, and worked super hard to earn every single badge. She also hints at some possible foul play, including her murdering a high-level scout. Surely inspiring, you're busy flirting with your friends to the... I got creativity, hell yeah. That's a start. That's a sailor uniform for them. I'm saying them because I don't actually know. But your emotion is ruined by a big stupid jerk. Next one I might focus on more fun, depending on how this goes. But you meet up with Milo for an intense session of jazz appreciation, but your emotional moment is ruined by a big stupid jerk. Appreciating jazz, I see. Well, when I'm through with this camp, the only music you'll be appreciating is Soft Rock covered by Achy Breaky Hard on endless repeat. I'm gonna burn you to the ground. You mean you're gonna turn Camp Spooky into a dad's house? You wish you were that lucky, but I'm an evil CEO after all. So I am here to buy Camp Spooky and turn it into
shopping malls of the future.
a shopping mall. Really? How did you get to be so wealthy with so little business sense? No one goes to shopping malls anymore. Oh yeah, chat. Well, then where do teens go to hang out when they go hang out with their friends? The internet. Okay, but where do brands hawk their latest wares? The internet?
Rascals.
Fine, but where, I ask, do people buy useless gadgets they neither need nor truly want in order to stave off the boredom of their empty lives? SkyMod catalog, also the internet. Curse this internet. It's got me at every turn.
I like the way you think.
Yes, that's it. I'll buy the internet and build a shopping mall on it. Just to have to make a few calls. You even know how the internet works. It's not an object you can buy. And is that a car phone? Attached to a sports car you didn't drive here? You're...
I have some malls.
Turns out the Vanderbilts were looking to sell the internet after all. Too many peasants, they said. Looks like it's time to ruin it with business. True to his word, the CEO soon markets the internet even more of a consumerist wasteland than it was before, as he installs an Annie's pretzel somehow. No, my beloved internet, how will followers authentically connect with my brand when the internet is polluted with all these brands? I didn't want to have to do this, but there's a secret internet I happen to know about. Ordinarily, only influencers are allowed. This is an emergency. We could just transfer everyone else to that internet, then we'd be free of that madman's machinations. But how will it convince everyone to jump ship? Better rumor that the current internet has reached its expiration date and will soon start to smell bad. It's not the creativity. Internet is too fast nowadays. Make the new internet slower so people can really savor it. I like this idea. Oh, that's charm. Okay, I'll take it. Is that true? Lying is a bad look, you know. It's true. You're sure of them. Haven't they noticed the signs? Well, when food goes rotten, it starts to smell bad. Pick an unappetizing color and make an increasing number of racist comments. I don't think food does that. Oh wow, you're right. Not only that, you point out, take a look at these memes from 15 years ago. So stale. I hope no one is contracting food poisoning from consuming this expired content. Do you think all the fake news concerned trolling, shitposting, and Twitter polls are symptoms of the spoilage too? Oh no, this started as another one of your dumb lies, but could it be that the internet has been rotten for a long time now? I used to complain when the internet would freeze on my computer, but now I'm almost wish it had stayed frozen. Maybe it wouldn't be spoiled now. Speaking of which, how will we make sure that our new internet doesn't experience the same fate? Same way you prevent any spoilage, you tell them. Keep it cool. Wash your hands before using, and, while it smells, preserve with plenty of salt. Salt, the spice of life. We'll have to make sure to recruit all the League of Legends players first thing. I love video games. Once you disseminate your information, everyone is happy to switch over to your new internet, especially since the old internet really has started to smell like old beef.
Your little shenanigans has cost me millions of dollars.
Yeah, that's the point. Curses, once again, a band of willy young adults have left me with nothing but a pile of spoiled garbage and the desire for revenge.
This isn't over.
But I'll be back. You haven't heard the last of Mr. Papa's. Who's that? I feel like I've talked to him earlier, but he wasn't relevant to my brand, so I forgot. You did too. You're too busy enjoying the new internet. You'll miss the dink. You'll miss how dink memes used to be, but the hot takes are especially hot today. You gain 2 charm, damn, and 2 smarts, damn. So I guess creativity would be next, wouldn't it? Right, creativity.
I hope this turn goes smoothly.
Yeah, no. Fun is the next. So, fun. The lake for a bit. Camp Spooky gets pretty crazy, so it's nice to just float on the water and chill. You end up falling asleep and waking up to realize you floated halfway across the lake straight into a crab rave. Crabs are just as confused as you are, but they invite you to the rave with them, and their party is surprisingly poppin'. You gain +1 invite in the next crab rave and 2 fun. Oh yeah. Afterwards, you see Milo on shore. Ooh, I like this outfit. They seem to be recording the lake. Is this some new kind of ASMR?
You're killing it.
Alright, Dahlia, action. Yo, that's actually really cool to look at. Suddenly, you see Dahlia emerge from underwater, flipping her wet hair back in the most perfect hair flip water arc of all time. Dahlia's hair flip really appealed to your overwhelming horniness. You were already in love with her a lot, but now you're super in love with Dahlia.
Magnificent.
You're hot, you hot blue snack, that was amazing. Hell yeah, it was. Let me see. Dahlia quickly throws her hair back in a ponytail and hurries over. The 3 of you crowd around Milo's phone and watch a slow motion Insta story of Dahlia's sexy wet hair flip.
You're trending, darling.
Literally, Dahlia, you look so sexy and powerful. And you know what they say, powerful is the new sexy. Conveniently, sexy is the new powerful. I fully agree, I am downright fuckable. Whoa, I'm so hot, I'm making myself 40. For real, you're officially the hottest creature in existence. It used to be Sonic the Hedgehog, but users smashed it into irrelevance. What is... I mean, people do write a lot of fanfics about Sonic. Like, too many fanfics about Sonic. Stop writing fanfics about Sonic. Alright, babe, I'm tagging you in that, okay? You're going to get a ton of new followers after such a masterful display of beauty and sex appeal.
Oh, admirable.
Catch some new followers and make them join my... Wait, I just realized something. I had a realization. Yeah, I can see that. Care to enlighten me? I'm gonna be alone forever. What? I'm scared that no one will be able to do a hair flip sexy enough to be worthy of my attention. I am out of everyone's league.
Closes one door.
I know, that's okay. Surely someone can do a wet hair flip worthy of you. There just has to be someone out there. Maybe even someone listening to this very conversation. That's your cure, you primal animal. You get into the lake, focus all your energy, and press these 2, and execute your sexy technique. So I already get... Oh, come out of the water. Drowned. Emerge from the water while eating some juicy fried chicken. This one's creativity. And I want to say that this one's boldness. Charm? Charm. No, boldness, I was right. Ooh, you never emerge. I don't get it. Isn't Suri supposed to come out of the water? Yep, I think they were confused by the assignment. Sounds like Milo and I don't understand the genius of your strategy yet. They realize eventually you stay underwater. After a full 8 minutes underwater, Milo and Dahlia have completely forgotten about you and they're having a selfie session on the beach. Meanwhile, you are completely out of oxygen and about to die. You finally emerge from the water and you're in agonizing pain from almost drowning. You're taking some big, clumsy, desperate gulps of air when Milo and Dahlia notice you. Oh, it's Sawyer. Ew, why are they breathing like that? Sawyer looks gross. Tried to tell Dahlia and Maya that you're actually super sexy, but you swallowed some shrimp while you were drowning, and you barfed them up as soon as you try to talk. That's not what I think about. I don't think this is just bad hair day for Sawyer. I think they might need... Oh, CPR. You're right, and normally I'd totally do CPR and save their life, because life is so beautiful. Sawyer looks so unbeautiful that I can only assume that they are already dead, therefore we have zero obligation to help. Yay! Ow, my pride. Bit fucked up to begin with, because romance can be authentic and honest and doesn't have to start with psychosexual power struggle. That is true. Now, you probably didn't stay underwater long enough. You spend the rest of the afternoon re-drowning yourself. -2 boldness, -1 fun. Well, not exactly after boldness, though it wouldn't hurt to grab some. So I'm gonna go back and do fun again. Actually, I'm gonna go chill with Milo. In the glow of the campfire, you see Damien holding some kind of stick-like object near Milo's eyes. Clearly, he's about to poke them out, so you rush over to stop the blinding.
That's Damien style, baby.
And that's how you achieve the perfect smoky eye powered by the smoke of an actual fire, which is always the ideal backdrop for a smoky eye. So, if there's no fire readily available, feel free to start your own.
Hey, darling.
Makeup skills are impeccable, Damien. You don't need to soften, or rather unsoften, the blow of your talent by immediately going back to arson.
I'm a spicy red adult.
I'm a spicy red adult. I love that. But that's who I am. I'm Damien, the arsonist. The badass, the criminal, the spicy red adult. I would hate to be known for my skill set I've honed secretly since childhood, always dreaming about the day I could become a makeup artist and hairstylist. Uninversably adored by my talent. Gender is such a cage. What? Nuh-uh. If I were in a cage, I'd know. I'd destroy it. No cage can hold me. I just need people to fear and respect me. Fear and respect is difficult to buy, and even more expensive to maintain. I can't let my people down like that. This is the problem with putting these labels on yourself, Damien. If you choose to define yourself as a bad boy, you take the trapping of a toxic masculinity that comes with it. You could keep all your old hobbies like arson and crime, while also celebrating new hobbies like floral arrangements and figure skating. Let's stop with a poem to reveal your artistic side. Yes, that'll be a perfect thing to accompany your beautiful, delicate makeup skills. A beautiful, delicate poem. If you really see my makeup as art, then you wouldn't need to pressure me to write a poem to be an artist. Ooh, that's one, Damien. Those two clearly aren't going to see eye to smoky eye on this one. Time to do what you do best and pick a side. Calling him chicken. Cuckoo cha. Cuckoo cha. I can tell by your incredibly accurate impression that you're calling me a chicken, which I am absolutely not. This game is hilarious. Like, I don't like a lot of dating sims, but this is amazing.
Fight me, dude.
The only time I've ever been a chicken was when I disguised myself as one to cockfight some cockfighters to teach them a lesson about not cockfighting. And since that's not happening right now, then I must not be a chicken. Damien, it's okay. Part of being sensitive is admitting when you're afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm gonna poem right now. I'm gonna poem so hard it's gonna blow your fucking mind. Let's fucking rock. The trees. Trees. Yes, the trees. What about them? The trees are there. They're gonna be there. We're gonna do it. The trees fucking fuck. Wait, yeah, that's it. Tree orgy. That's my whole poem. No, wait. Tree orgy, free orgy.
Fuck off.
Shut up, I did my best. And there's something beautiful about that when you think about it. Being willing to try something and fail that hard does take a certain amount of vulnerability.
Like and
And yes,
subscribe.
one feminine rhyme isn't going to erase years of toxic masculinity, but it's a start. Wanna go write some poems of your own, Sawyer? You can't hope writing poetry of a euphemism for making out, but it turns out it's euphemism before writing poetry and posting it on Milo's Insta with a picture of sunsets and sad people in silhouettes. Still, it's a nice to spend time with him, and your ode to FOMO is beautiful when juxtaposed against an image of a galaxy. I mean, these editing skills are impressive.
Fine, let's go.
Oh, nice creativity. Fun. Creativity, charm, and fun. Is that right? I want to say that's right. So really what I should be doing is creativity. Hopefully it'll grant me some boldness too. If not, I can get my... Spend all day trying to learn how to use the North Star to know your location and never get lost. The fierce challenge, and everyone gets, like, super lost. You say, fuck it, try the next north and try to text the North Star to ask for directions. Maybe no one ever asks. Of course, this achieves nothing. It's a star, and you should stop trying to resort to sheer absurdity to solve your problems. You get no badge. No one does. It's all a trick test. It wasn't even nighttime. The coach awards you with 2 creativity for your lateral thinking. Afterwards, you end up vibing with Milo. You're sharing a hammock, cuddling up close with each other, and you're both checking your phones. Hell yeah, what can be more emotionally intimate than quietly scrolling right beside your number 1 summer crush? Suddenly, Milo's phone starts blowing up. Granted, Milo's phone is always blowing up, but right now it's worse than usual.
Hey, darling.
No need to look so jealous, dear. It's a work text. I keep telling the head office not to contact me while I'm taking my staycation, but I suppose this reaping is urgent. La la la, another day, another day. Oh my god, this is a little awkward, isn't it? Well, not awkward for you, because you don't know yet, and I shouldn't tell you. But I can't resist a little gossip. Listen, Sawyer, I don't usually disclose proprietary information, but I just got a gig for next week to collect your soul. Huh. Well, I was going to reap your soul. That sounds super terrifying and also a little bit hot. You ask Milo if this means you're going to die next week. Short answer, yep, you're totally gonna die. Long answer, life, death, and fate were weird and messy, and it's hard to say 100% because of quantum nonsense, but if I'm getting the gig, then yeah, you're gonna die. Congrats. Holy shit, this is the most awkward news you've ever received. While lounging in a hammock, you start to freak out. No, sorry, don't freak out. I'm an expert, and I promise you, it's not as scary as it seems. Death reminds me of a profound, infinite beauty of life. And realistically, it's not like you're immortal or anything. Sorry to burst your bubble, but death was going to find you eventually, boo. TBQH. To be quite honest, I'm actually doing you a huge favor by letting you know ahead of time. It's my gift to you, the opportunity to go out with a bang. Let's make the last week of your life the best week. We'll spend every moment together, and we'll end it with a huge party to celebration of Sawyer. Oh, we with Milo? That sounds like heaven, and exciting enough to distract you from your imminent death. You're in.
Aesthetics on point.
God, you're gonna get so many posthumous followers? I'm almost jealous. Oh, and we should start considering the party aesthetic right away. We need some big, memorable main event at the party. Something that'll honor your true essence. It should be a Snapchat friendly. Any ideas? Time to shine. Quick, what's the perfect way to entertain your party guests, commemorate your entire existence, and impress Milo? Knife through the profound carnal medium of interpretive dance. Well, friends, give a toast in your honor. It'll be emotionally moving, and everyone will get shit-faced. Two birds with one stone. I like that. Oh, that's perfect. It'll be like celebrating your life, but intertwining it with the lives of the people you loved. I had no idea you were so profound, sire. But if I know anything about drunken party toasts, we're going to need reapproval on these speeches. So we got no choice but to conduct rehearsals immediately. You spend the afternoon getting all your friends together and breaking the big news. You're dying next week. Shockingly, they all seem pretty okay with it. Don't know whether to be heard or not. You humbly request that they all deliver a toast for you at the party. And just to be safe, you're at the speeches yourself.
Hello, darling.
Alright, lovely people, welcome to rehearsal for Sawyer's elegant end-of-life blowout bash. Let's proceed with it. Heartfelt eulogies. Sob, I'm a job. I can't believe that Sawyer is dying. I'm like totally sad about it. Wah. But honestly, being dead totally isn't even a thing. Ghosts have more fun. My favorite memory of Sawyer is when they saved a school bus of orphans from falling into a pit of lava using only their thick-ass cheeks. Damn, anyway, let's pour one out for Sawyer and pour another one out for Sawyer's butt. Those cheeks will be missed.
This cannot be for real.
Okay, am I the only person here who's kind of weirded out that Sawyer is apparently dying next week? No, just me. Cool. Anyway, Sawyer was apparently the most emotionally intelligent, thoughtful, and woke friend I've ever had. Here's to you.
Let's try.
You don't think people will actually follow this, do you? Gather one and all, I shall read aloud a speech commemorating Sawyer. It's a speech that I definitely wrote myself. Besides me, Sawyer was the greatest warrior of all time. Their legacy shall be written in the stars next to Hercules and Orion. I drink to their honor. What an incredible toast, everyone. I think it's quite clear that Sawyer touched so many lives, including mine. Here's one last rehearsal toast for yours truly. Sawyer is a seething ghost, we're all aware of that, but we must remember that geese are some of the sweetest and cutest birds on the whole weird world. I think it said weird. I thought I knew what it meant to really fall in love with life, but watching Sawyer's constant elegant failures taught me to listen all over again. Cheers, May. That was shocking. Well, you all spend the rest of the day getting totally drunk with your friends to practice for your party. I got 3 creativity out of that. I was hoping for some boldness. Here's 3 creativity.
Today might turn out okay.
I can get charm. I need fun. I also need boldness. I want to go for boldness now or go for boldness. I better go for boldness now. Have 5 fun. I'll be okay. Go into the haunted match with a group only to immediately split up once you get inside, as is customary. Quickly get lost and have no cell signal. But in a stroke of genius, sign the haunted manor's lost and found to wait for your friends to pick you up. You find all sorts of cool lost knickknacks. Knickknacks right there. Some bloody gloves, a haunted iPod, only plays Thriller by Michael Jackson, a totally normal Furby that still manages to be the creepiest thing in there. At the bottom of the box, we even find 2 boldness. Yoink! Who in their right mind would throw that away? Since you're dying next week, Milo has been helping you live your last days to the fullest. Wait, hang on, wait a second. Is this like an actual thing? I thought it was just like a gag. Is this a secret ending that I didn't know about? Currently, the 2 of you are getting super fancy pedicures where little fish eat the dead skin off your feet. It feels amazing, and it's hella IG worth it. That's a reference. That's an obscure reference to an episode of this show called Victoria, which used to run on Cartoon Network. Is it Victoria? I can't remember if it was Victoria or iCarly. It was one of the 2. But anyway, No, it was Victoria because it was Tori's sister. She buys illegal fish called puka fish from a guy in a van and uses them to soften her feet, even though they're like quote-unquote poisonous, which I think they meant venomous. I'm not actually sure.
Milo Belladonna.
Ah, that really hits a spot. I've said it once, I'll say it. I'll say it again. Fish give better pedicures than people. I needed some R&R. This non-stop life celebrating with you has been all-consuming, but honestly, I can't remember the last time I had so much fun. Milo looks at you and with such bedroom eyes, your heart starts to race. It's a tender moment. While enjoying this tender moment, I thought we could talk deets for your end-of-life bash. I've been really immersing myself in preparation, sire. This might be some of the finest party planning work of my career. First off, the venue is insane. I got my boss to let me borrow her interdimensional penthouse. The ceiling is made of diamonds and the bodyguards are literally four-dimensional. We're gonna do this huge dramatic entrance for you where you burst out of a coffin. Cute, right? And the coffin outfit is perfect amount of slutty, trust me. Oh, you're not going to believe the guest list. All the basics, sure, but I have some huge guests on here. I did not realize you had this kind of pull, darling. Keep it on the DL, but we've got several prominent ghosts coming, both Edison and Tesla, so things should get interesting. But still, I feel like something's missing. I think we need a big, mind-blowing VIP surprise guest. Someone who can show up halfway through the party, uninvited, and have a poetic final embrace with you. A real moment, you know. Does anyone come to mind? Maybe a long-lost twin from whom you were separated at birth and have never actually met? That's right, you definitely need a kick-ass special guest for your party. You don't have any long-lost twins that you know about, but you do know the perfect VIP invite. The obstetrician who was there for your birth. He ushered you into this world and now he'll usher you out. That's impressive. This party is all about you, so summon alternate versions of yourself from other timelines. It'll be poetic and awesome. Twin Beyonce looks in a mirror. Poetic and awesome. Most of my stats are pretty good. The only one that's not good is boldness, which is why I'm here. It's not so fun. No. I should have chose that. Nope, you haven't seen it since you were born. But who cares? It's some metaphorical, poetic significance, and it really matters. Dr. Pudding Butt, yep, who birthed you. You invite him to your end-of-life bash and your special VIP guest. What's that? You want to come to the celebration of death? Ah, that's a strange newfangled way of the youth. I'll be there. What's your name again? Sawyer. Why didn't you say it earlier? Of course I remember you. Saw you were the most memorable baby I ever witnessed. Oh, keep him talking. If this story is any good, we can workshop it into the emotional moving party anecdote. Sawyer had an unusual birthmark. I'll never forget it. It was the shape of an elephant right on their face. It was beautiful. Wait a minute. You checked your face. You don't have an elephant-shaped birthmark. You told Dr. Pudding Butt that he must be remembering wrong. What do you mean? You do not have an elephant? You do not have a birthmark? That's impossible. I'll check my birth records right now. I carry them with me at all times, just in case. Oh my god, now I see. Listen, according to my records, you were switched at birth with another baby. You're not really Sawyer. Trust me. This happens a lot. In my younger days, I used to switch babies all the time. It was hilarious. But wait, Dr. Pudding Butt, if this isn't really Sawyer, then who is? I switch you with a child of the infamous baby family. Your actual name is Wrong Baby. Dr. Pudding Butt gives you the address of Wrong Baby, aka the true Sawyer. You and Milo track them down, and they are super buff and objectively terrifying. So you're telling me that I'm not actually Wrong Baby, I'm Sawyer? Yep, and you're dying next week. It's my job to escort your soul to the afterlife. I know this must be a lot to take in, but the good news is I've got a huge, incredible party planned to celebrate your life, Sawyer. found you before that liar wrong baby tried to steal your party by impersonating you at birth. So tasteless. I think I just missed out on a secret ending. Uh-oh. About your impending death anymore, but you're also not getting a huge party in your honor. Also, your name is wrong, baby. -3 charm. God damn it.
Where to sit tonight?
Sitting close by the campfire, Joey is looping supremely annoyed while Milo shoves their phone in their face. This should be good.
Fancy meeting you.
Oh, hello, wrong baby. Oh, my name is actually wrong baby now. I've just been showing Joy this delightful little quiz called Which Coven Members Are You? Do you want to give it a try? Do not humor them, wrong baby. This quiz does no justice to the actual trials and tribulations of girls and I go through as coven members. Oh, don't be so cranky. These questions are fun. Listen to this one. If you were a flavor of ice cream, which would you be?
Aesthetics on point.
And your choices are black licorice, birthday cake, I don't know what that is, and vanilla. Well, I'm definitely a black licorice. So dark and mysterious, but so sweet. What does ice cream have to do with saving the world? This is all bullshit. Who knows, maybe you could have a frozen dessert emergency. We all scream for ice cream. Okay, last question. What's your idea of a perfect first date? I think I'll choose a long romantic walk on the beach. It's a classic for a reason. The words are in. Are you ready? I don't care. Oh, I got Joy Johnson Johima. Oh, that makes so much sense. I'm such a joy. What? No, wait. I'm Joy Johnson. There can only be one. Proof is in the pudding, darling. The pudding being magicquiz.com. Do you want to try? You know what? Fine. I'll take your quiz and prove that it's dumb and predictable and... Wait, I got faith? Oh my god, that makes so much sense. You're a total faith. No, I'm not. I'm literally actually Joy. Well, maybe physically, but your soul... You are a complete faith. You wear lots of black and you like animals and saving the world. It makes perfect sense. Just because Faith and I have some overlapping personality traits doesn't mean that we're the same. You should probably step in and resolve this argument before Joy explodes everyone's eardrums. Is she a Faith or not? And help her embrace your inner face. What? That's not the point. I don't have a self-esteem issue. I'm just not Faith. Oh, Joy, you don't need to hide your true self from us. Wrong baby is right. We'll love you no matter what coven member you are. That is not up for debate. I'm not Faith. That's literally just all there is to it. Joy, sweetheart, don't fight it. This quiz is helping all of us reach its depths of our souls and understand who we truly are. Personally, I near exclusively use social media quizzes to learn important things about myself so I can attest to its helpfulness. You're in a safe place. This is not healthy. Are you sure that's healthy? No. Of course. For instance, the Myers-Briggs test helped me understand that I am a debater in the What the Hell is a Debater quiz helped me understand what a debater is. Let's not forget let's reveal your Kardashian Sonia. Oh my god, no. Got me really get in touch with my inner Courtney.
When life closes one door,
It's true that you're not actually Faith, but maybe the real Faith was inside you all along. I'm leaving. Oh, well, some self-discovery is a long, winding road. At least we helped push her to that right direction.
magnificent.
Look at the BuzzFeed just uploaded. The 5 questions will reveal your spirit pasta dish. I hope I'm rigatoni. Wait, which sauce pairs best with rigatoni again? I don't actually know. I can't remember what. Rigatoni's the spiral one, right? I don't actually remember. Question and end up as my old soulmate. It just shows that the love is possible all through the power of impartial personality quizzes. Gamble. For you, I don't like reading his dialogue for whatever reason. Stat smoothie. Yes, I'll actually take that because it looks like it's gonna be good. Totally, I was testing your common sense. And you passed. I've managed to distill the stats that make us who we are. The result is this stat smoothie. It's a huge, delicious boost. Oh my god.
That was strong.
Hope you can stomach that. Happy trails. Okay. So do I win? Do I just win? I'm gonna pause the episode and do something real quick. Hold on. Alright, we're back. I just took a screenshot and sent it to my friends. That's all I did. Alright. Boldness is fine. Everything's fine. God damn. I guess we'll go boost my fun then. And then next we'll do charm. Oh my god. You want to go swimming, but it seems like the god of the lake is in a bit of a mood today. Demands an offering before you can go into the water. The only thing you have is your favorite yo-yo. Oh yeah, I've already read that one. You humble gift, and is actually relieved you didn't eat something boring like a dead fish or a soul of a mortal. So in addition, it gives you 2 fun. Yay! I'm at 13 fun. Jesus Christ. Later, you're super excited you found a package of weird cookies by your tent. And you're about to dig in. Fuck yeah, cookies. Well, if it isn't wrong, baby. Put down those dog treats, darling. I need your assistance with a job. Let me out, and I promise I'll make it worth your while. Well, I just saved you from eating literal dog food, so you figured you owe them one. And besides, you'll do anything for the sexy reaper. You agree to help with the gig. Milo leads you to a corpse with a soul floating over it. Well, I guess souls are just like glowing balls that float. And people can just see them? Good to know.
Oh, hello.
Oh, aren't you an adorable little soul? Hello, dear. My name is Milo. I'm Death, obviously. The soul responds, Hail and well met. I am the master of peasants' torture for my divine sovereign. Mer King, if memory serves, the Mer King chopped off my head. Yep, you're super dead. I'm here to take you to the afterlife. Aren't you lucky, soul? You could have ended up with one of the less fashionable reapers. I suppose. I just never thought that my life would be cut short so soon. And the circumstances of my death so tragic, so murderous, so headless. I shall tell you both a tale. One night, the Mer King suffered a strange, violent attack on his life. He thought the attack was a coup orchestrated by a small counter. Oh, a coup, a Mer King. This is all sounding familiar. Keep going, darling. I'm officially curious. And thus the Mer King killed us all in a blind rage, but I saw the attack with my own eyes. It was no coup, rather it was an attack committed by a strange, hot ghost and some kind of hairy dog man. The ghost and the dog snuck into the Mer King's chamber and glued a single golden coin to his floor. The Mer King bent down to pick up the coin. He looked quite the dunce, I assure you. And while he was struggling to pick up the coin, the ghost dropped an anvil on his head. The nerve! Wow, yeah, that is tragic. Horrible, violent prank. I mean, attack. What mischievous fiends. But despite the tragedy of my death, I see that what a precious gift life has been. I only wish that I had lived it more fully. More boastfully.
Life is a gift.
So true, babe. I love your attitude. So rare to meet a soul that appreciates life. After all, life is like a river, and we're all just paper lanterns floating along it. Truly. Look, I even made a bucket list containing the 246 things I wanted to do before I died. What a tragedy that I did not complete a single one from this list. Oh, darling, really? Not even a single item. I really shouldn't do this, but I'm such a natural empath, I can't resist. I'm gonna bend the rules just this once before I take you to the afterlife. You can pick one item off of your list, and Wrong Baby and I will help you complete it. Elegant Angel of Death. Oh, which shall I choose? Which? Take a look at the bucket list and you see it, the perfect bucket list item to finish off this reaping gig and impress Milo with it at all costs. Suggest it, baby. You gotta go meta here. Choose bucket list number 122. Cross something off the bucket list. So creative. Huh. Actually, that's very doable. If I understand the logic correctly, then we could just cross this item off the list and snake it. And the snake eats itself. But there's something I still don't get. Why did you cross something off a bucket list on the list itself, hon? Well, to be honest, I made that bucket list with the best intentions, but I never truly devoted any time or energy to completing the things I wanted to do. I thought that maybe I had been too ambitious, that adding an achievable, realistic goal would help me build up some momentum. Wanting to think I'd died before achieving even my most modest goal. Ha! Procrastination at its finest, I suppose. I mean, I totally get it. I'm a bit of a procrastinator myself. I was supposed to take you to the afterlife like 3 days ago, but life got in the way. Babe, as a procrastinator, you totally inspire me. Let's just forget about this list for a minute. You're a fresh, vibrant soul. You're here with the best reaper in the industry, and Wrong Baby, who's dumb but very cute. Let's go do something fun together right now. Don't worry about checking shit off of this. I guess I am kind of dumb here. I need to get my charm up. You, Milo, and the soul proceed to have the greatest day ever. You carp the shit out of this DM, and you ride jet skis and drunkenly share life stories with each other, and you finish off the day with the ultimate celebration of being alive, going to a janky museum park. Or amusement park, not museum park. After a literal perfect day, you and Milo drop off the soul at the afterlife. Thank you, Milo. Thank you. This was the best day ever. Can't believe how much cotton candy Wrong Baby ate. I'll contemplate this for eternity. Ah, what a sweetie. That was... what a nice day. Mortals have a few days, you know. I'm happy that we made use of this. Wait, oh my god, wait. We never crossed anything off the sweet soul's bucket list. I'm dead. It's unbelievable procrastinating rascal, lol. It's really best though. After all, life isn't about crossing things off a list. It's about grasping the present moment like a fragile bird in the palm of your hand.
Killing it.
I know you get just what I mean, Wrong Baby. Thanks for being my little helper. I wouldn't settle for anyone less. Milo has fulfilled you with a lust for life. I got 3 boldness. I didn't really need boldness, but I'll take it. Powerful road just give you 3 birds. Just carpe diem, baby. Carpe diem. I am dumb. Holy shit.
Today might turn out okay.
Okay. Creativity's fine. Any charm. Wars. That means that the campers are waging a war against the Thumb Warriors. Supernatural buff thumb monsters. Apologies, I'm getting distracted. The supernaturally buffed thumb monsters from Camp Thumb. It's surprisingly terrifying. Y'all were sure to lose, but thanks to your quick thinking, you hatch a plan to fight the Thumb Warriors with their greatest weakness, predators without opposable thumbs. Some may think that your team scenting a pack of rabid mountain lions on the competitors is cheating, but you prefer the term strategic. You gain +2 charm. I butchered that entire sentence. A wild Milo appears and your heart starts beating fast. Is this another one of your dreams about Milo breaking into your loft of bread in the French countryside? Baking you a loaf of bread in the French countryside. I've been around looking for you, and now here you are in my clutches. And now that I've found you, want to do me a favor? I've got a soul reaping gig today, and I could use a helper. You're 80% sure this isn't a dream. You agree to tell Milo. They lead you to a fresh corpse with a soul waiting right above it. The soul looks like a dope blue orb.
Hello, hello.
Hi, I'm Death. My friends call me Milo. Let me be the first to say congrats on shuffling off that pesky mortal coil. Ah, I see. I've been expecting you. I assume you're here to lead me to the afterlife? I died for a few minutes when I was a child, so I'm somewhat familiar with the intake process. Exactly. Well, I love souls who have died before. They're so refreshingly chill. I'm just gonna ask you a few questions before we go. First, state your name, please. I am Remedius Targaryak, commander of the Mer-King's Guard and Knight of the Mer Realm. Praise the Mer-King. And just to confirm, you're actually dead. How were you killed? Prepare thyself. Tell us a terrifying story. I served many years on Mer-King's council, but 'twas the Mer-King himself who killed me. One night the Mer-King was attacked in his sleep. He survived but became paranoid of his small council, thinking the attack was a coup. His paranoia led him to behead me, his most loyal knight. But the Mer-King was wrong. Just before his death, I discovered the attack was orchestrated by an ancient order who hath authored many terrible acts across history. This foul Nor is known as the Masters, and they execute their devious plots. They chant Masters, 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 but they spell it with a Z. It was horrifying beyond belief. And I happened to notice that the Masters had quite the admirable derriere. Seriously, they were caked up in a ridiculous degree. Wow. That was a lot. I'm just gonna check the death by courtly intrigue. High fantasy. Box on the form. Now that we've completed the identity and mortal checks, I see that you qualify to choose your afterlife destination. Congrats! Which afterlife would you like to be taken to?
Every moment is beautiful.
There are infinite afterlives that you can choose from, so really the only limit is your own imagination. So poetic. I love my job. I'm rather unsure. I enjoyed pudding, so perhaps some kind of dairy, or rather maybe an orgy. But that's so cliche. Let me think for a moment. I realize that you are literally contemplating infinity here, but please hurry this up. I have a very strict posting schedule. To get back to my followers need consistency, baby. Looks like Milo is getting impatient. You can tell because they just tweeted, I'm super impatient right now, lol. Quick, suggest an afterlife destination for this soul. Big farm upstate with plenty of room to run. If you're collected enough karma points, you can redeem them and get reincarnated like a sentient burrito or a K-pop star. That seems like smarts. No, creativity. Fuck. If we count your karma points, then you get a reincarnation options. Sentient burrito or K-pop star. Reincarnation sounds amazing. I feel like I could get really good at life if I gave it just one more try. Can you tell me more? The K-pop reincarnation package is one of our popular coveted second lives. You'll travel around the world. You'll hit the highest high notes. And despite everything you give up for the stage, I can guarantee that your massive devoted fans will make it all worthwhile. Dreamy, right? That sounds like the ideal reincarnation. I can basically guarantee that I'm going to pick that option. You'd have to be an idiot to choose that. But tell me more about this burrito thing. Oh, sure. Nobody ever picks the burrito package. To become a sentient burrito, you can choose which protein filling you have. You come with pico de gallo, or no extra costs. I have one very, very important question. Can I eat myself? Let me check the fine print. Ah, yes, you can eat yourself, but you will also feel real pain if someone else eats you. God, that's awful. I assume you're going to make me a fucking chorizo burrito. I knew that was gonna happen. Can't be serious. Think about what you're saying. A burrito's existence is full of pain and suffering. I died when I was really craving a Taco Bell. Alright? Get off my dick. Make me a burrito. It's not a fetish thing. Oh, fuck it. Chase your bliss, babe. Milo snaps their fingers, and the soul starts fading into a halo of light. I'm so happy, it sobs with joy. I'm finally gonna be a burrito. I've never been so happy. Finally, God. That one took forever to deal with, but you really helped move things along. Thanks for being my little helper, wrong, baby. Milo pats you on the head. Head pats. Later that night, they pull you aside. Hey, since you were helpful today, I got you a little surprise. A dinner plate holding a juicy, delicious-looking burrito. Yep, it's that burrito. I pulled a few strings up. Pulled a strings up for a little dinner date. You and Milo eat the sentient burrito. He screams. I got 2 charm. That's what I want. And 1 smarts. Like considering a merfolk soul earns you.
I just gotta choose the right log.
Excuse me. We found Milo and Calculus are drinking enough wine to bleed France dry. Jesus Christ. Which is odd because you know Calculus doesn't have a mouth.
Welcome to a new day with Milo Belladonna.
Oh, it's pronounced Milo, not Milo. 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 Also, Belladonna is an awesome name. I have to say, I think that the natural crispness of the Pinot Grigio Paris pairs nicely with the gooey processed sweetness of toasted marshmallows. Yet the Syrah smoky undertones are undoubtedly the perfect complement to a burnt weenie. What are your thoughts, Calculus Darling? I think that a nice box of red wine is exactly what I need to relax after an exhausting PTA meeting. And a thoroughly unsatisfied lovemaking session with my husband, Greg. You have a husband? What on earth are you talking about? Oh, sorry. Was my meaning not clear enough? Perhaps this mignon meme will suffice to explain my thoughts. Look here, it says, I whine because my kids whine. What a clever little pun. Where are you getting your your information from? I don't think it's a terribly credible source. I fear you are right, friend Milo, but I have no taste buds, and so I have resorted to Google searching I love wine in order to formulate my critique. But I dearly wish to participate somehow. It seems that the bitter tastes of wine and divorce are integral to organic experience. How can I be part of it? Oh, Calculaster, you might be the next one I go after. Oh, what a fascinating aesthetic question, truly. How can a wholesome computer boy enjoy a wine tasting? Taste that's about the drama. How does the wine make you reflect on the fleeting flavorful joys of life? It's okay, Cal. Nobody actually drinks wine at a tasting anyway. Just swirl it around and then throw 2 random objects together, and people will think you're cultured as hell.
Every moment is beautiful.
It's true. What a brilliant point, Rock Baby. It's true. Wine is the backdrop for many beautiful life events and life-ending events. Yeah. Wine can kill you. Wine can cause people to kill you. And you can kill wine. That's how that works, right? Whatever. I've witnessed countless lovers confessing their feelings over a Meadow. I don't know how to say that, so I'm only assuming. friends, toasting the good fortunes with a nice pre-dinner Riesling. I don't know. I don't know. And so many unforgettable kinks poisoned with a bit of belladonna slipped into the port. Such a flair for the dramatic. Yes, Calculaster darling, this is the heart of the matter. It's not about the wine's flavor, it's about the feelings it makes you feel. Like inspired or poisoned.
Not enough memory to process this.
Okay, I feel confused. Good, here. This Merlot is an old favorite of mine. It pairs perfectly with perplexity. Oh, okay, I think I understand, or rather I don't understand. But perhaps that is the objective.
Every moment is
Quite right,
beautiful.
darling, and for wrong, baby, I have a delightful Prosecco. It's bubbling and perceptive, just like you. Milo winks at you. You hope it's flirtatious, and not because they poisoned your wine. Guess you'll find out in a few minutes.
Oh, I hope this turn goes smoothly.
I am not dead. I have 13. I am doing so well. You head to the lake and get your tan on, but as soon as you get there, it starts to rain. Most of the beachgoers leave, but no, you will enjoy a fun lake day, damn it. You had a really rough morning, and you won't let anything else stop you from gaining fun. You aggressively splash in the lake and laugh as loudly as you can, hoping that the clouds will give up on trying to rain on your day. Instead, the lake gets struck by lightning. When you wake up from the electrocution coma, you're on shore, the sun is shining, and you have a cool new facial twitch. You win. You gain 2 fun. And that's how we win at life, baby. You're chilling at the lake, literally, because lake water is cold. Luckily, it's still hot because the sun is shining, and hot because Damien and Milo are there. Did you like those temperature-based puns? Probably not, but that's what you get for playing a comedy dating sim.
#fail.
Ooh, I like this outfit. What's this outfit? What is this outfit? It looks like fantasy, but it could also be cyberpunk. Not cyberpunk. Maybe cyberpunk. Look, there's flair in all my selfies, and not the cool, on-purpose filter kind. The actual accidental sun kind. It's like the sun doesn't even care about the gram. Ah, the sun! I fucking hate the sun! Oh, well, that wasn't a huge deal to me. No, it's a huge deal. The sun is huge and it sucks, and I want to punch the sun in the face. The sun is diabolical monstrosity, intent on ruining our fun. You think it's ruining your picture by accident? Yes. Yes, I do think that.
Follow my lead.
Well, you're wrong, buddy. We need to show that awful fuck brush of a gaseous ball of fire that we can enjoy the lake without it. So, like, find some shade? Yes, exactly. Great plan. It would be nice to find a better lighting to highlight my amazing cheekbones without washing me out.
Fight me, dude.
And wash the sun right out of the sky by showing it the boss. It's us and our shade.
You reap what you sow.
I've always been great at growing shade. Time to take it to the next level, I guess. By punching the fucking sun. So, wrong baby, any not psycho ideas? Call upon the Lord of Shadows, because he probably has some shadows to spare. Or a really big hat. I mean, like, really big. Lord of Shadows.
Slay.
Sounds great. If there's one thing I know outside branding, social media, and influencing, it's summoning powerful dark entities. Milo does their thing, and before long, the clouds of dark, swirling, shadowy smoke manifest before you, clearing to reveal your new ally. The Lord of Shadows is a leggy, anthropomorphized, spiny insectivore with jet black spikes and red streaks. Wait, Shadow the Hedgehog? Sup fuckwads, says Shadow, taking a long drag on a cigarette and then swallowing it whole. I'm gonna just steal a picture of that statement real quick. Thank you. Listen, we're trying to fight the sun. The sun? Ha! That bullshit is for punk-ass bitches and losers. Real punks. Fight Sonic the Hedgehog. Only spiky, slow babies fight the sun.
Not a spicy red baby.
I'm not a spiky, slow baby. I'm a spiky, slow adult. Sure you are. Shadow does a sick flip on his hoverboard, which explodes. Next time I see Sonic, I'm gonna rip off his spikes and dip them in hot sauce and shove them up all up his ass. Come on, I invented doing that to people. Nice summoning Milo. We're clearly gonna get a lot of help from this pointy edgelord and hover skates. All I wanted was enough shade to take a good picture. Oh, you want shade? I just stole a shit ton of umbrellas. I'd trade if anyone has explosives. I'm going to a birthday party later in Florida. Can a nerd go swimming without at least half a kilo of gunpowder on their person? Shadow forks over the umbrellas, Damien forks over the gunpowder, and the sun forks over some shade. All four of you have great evenings splashing around the sun. 2 fun and 1 smart. Awesome. Now I just need to get my charm up and I'm good.
Fine, let's go.
I'm doing stupid well. That day, the Camp Dome, you play a game of tug of war. You see, tug of war is a harder game. Yeah, I've read this already. 2 charm, hell yeah. You're in the middle of a rousing game of dismemberment tag. It's like hot dog tag, but with more amputations. When you duck to avoid a flying severed head, you run smack dab into Milo.
Darling.
Oh, wrong baby, the person of the hour. Tell me, as long as you're here, which paint switch do you prefer? Lifeless corpse gray or jaundice sclera yellow? What are we doing, you ask? Calculester, darling, could you give the sales pitch this time, please? I have a story pulled to tally the results of.
And Calculester. House flippers.
You see, friend Milo, I guess it's either or. You see, friend Milo and I considered ourselves experts in flipping and selling furniture, given that Milo is an adept stylist and myself am furniture. It seemed the natural fit. At the moment, we have taken the daunting task of refurbishing and reselling the Camp Dome. Remind Calculester, whilst simultaneously dodging flying jawbones and severed elbows, that the Camp Dome is not for sale, nor is it his property.
Never stop being you.
Adversity has never stopped Cal and Milo, house flippers before. If you don't give up on something you truly believe in, you will find a way. Friend Rogbaby's doubt is reasonable, however. Finding a buyer might be difficult given how dangerous the dome can be. Yeah, no kidding. For example, you're standing unmoving in the line of fire, narrowly avoiding getting pummeled by fists that are no longer connected to bodies. Well, that's different. All of the players and dismemberment tag have consented to die in this game. But what about non-consensual death? The dome is fraught with offensives, such as uncovered power outlets, exposed wires, unmarked exits, and the rodent infestation attracted by all these rotting corpses. It's a long list of OSHA violations that needs to be addressed. What if a newlywed couple with a baby wanted to move here? You make an excellent point, darling. We need to make the Camp Dome a safe space for monsters and baby monsters alike. It's the only way to stay ahead of the market curve. Well, maybe proving the dome sounds like more fun than getting your nipples blown off and dismemberment tag anyway. So, How can you make this hellhole safer for babies? Create more fire exits. That's it. Exit doors that lead directly to a bunch of fire. Since fire is a very useful resource, people might need it in case of emergencies. You're going about it all wrong. Baby-proof means the place should be safe from a potential baby attack. Set booby traps for babies. That's definitely creativity. Ah, fuck it. That's a wonderful idea, Ron Baby. I have done so much research on babies, and my findings have concluded that they are quite parasitic on young couples. Are you sure about that? Quite sure. Couples plagued by babies get 68% less sleep and spend 100% more time cleaning up foreign vomit off of their clothing than normal, which tends to bring them stress. Plus, the baby couple relationship is incredibly one-sided. The couple provides nourishment, shelter, protection, and occasionally even affection to the baby. Occasionally. While the baby only tends to cry and produce fecal material, which is useless to the couple. I mean, I guess I have to agree. It certainly does sound like a parasitic relationship. Maybe should probably just be cancelled. Besides, given the several declining economy, much of my young users have seen opposed to children. So perhaps warding the house against babies is a good idea. Darling, help me make some baby booby traps. Help them build crib-shaped cages, sticky traps that smell like breast milk, and semi-automatic rifles that will shoot anything that moves, which includes babies. I am happy we're all able to provide such nice services to our young market. Finally, we can create a space that is safe from insidious parasitic babies. Right you are, Cal, darling. It's like I've always said, life is too short to spend in a toxic relationship, even if that relationship is with a baby. How nice. I wonder another wonderful quip about the nature of life from my favorite unliving being. You teach me something new every day, Milo. Hell yeah, the genuine happiness on Cal's voice completely justifies all the future infanticide you gain. Infanticide. You gain 2 charm and 1 fun. Hell yeah.
Finally, some time to chill.
You look across the vampire and see Damien tenderly touching Milo's face. You'd hope to learn more about this new, more delicate method of punching.
Never stop being you.
You have such a way with makeup, Damien. It's so vibrant, yet so subtle all at once. Is this the look that launched 1,000 likes? Yeah, maybe, I don't know. It's fine, I guess. Damien, you should take pride in your work, especially when it's this magnificent. I guess I'm just more used to practicing on myself. You probably can't even tell, but I'm actually wearing makeup right now. I like to go for a smooth red base, a little red blush, and some red eyeshadow. You know, I didn't notice before, but now that you mention it, I can see that it's a masterful job. What palette is it? I simply must promote it on my Instagram. It's actually... I made it. Well, your hidden gifts never end. What's it made from? Oh, you know, crushed beetles, dirt, demon blood, the usual makeup ingredients. He's not far off. Crushed beetles is pretty legit. I don't know about dirt or demon blood. I could probably see demon blood maybe. Maybe not dirt. But definitely demon blood. And is the demon blood...
That's Damien style, baby.
All me, baby. Not sure whether this makes it more or less concerning. Regardless, you need to start your own makeup brand. Starting my own makeup brand would be against my brand. And that's great. I know there's more than you than just arsons and crimes, Damien. It's just to show the rest of the world, too. But you're missing the one thing every brand needs, a name. What would we call this line of luscious makeups? Thank goodness you're here to give the perfect brand name to impress the cutie of your choice, and the brand name is... Dash of Death for the daring darling of ever gaming.
Aesthetics
Yes, yes, wrong, baby. That's truly inspired. I love the commitment to plummet in the depths of Damien's soul and skills. Wait, can I? I can. Not to mention the alliteration, which is great branding. Get in here for a selfie, Damien. It's time for craftsmanship to go viral. Whatever. Thanks to Milo's social media following and marketing skills and Damien's mega skills, Milo's prophecy indeed comes to pass and Damien's look immediately goes viral. Soon, everyone is doing the Get Damien's Blood makeup challenge, which mostly involves making plans to stab Damien. My dash of death went viral. My dash of depth went viral, huh? Looks like everyone wants my D.
I hardly blame
Oh,
you.
D-Man, I know you're only making crude sex jokes to hide the vulnerability you feel sharing your artistry with the world. No, it's not. I don't have artistry, and I'm not secretly super proud that my makeup look was successful and I'm inspiring people to be creative. No, you shut up. Well, baby steps, wrong baby, baby steps.
This is the first day of the rest
Name the
of your
makeup
life.
Damien's Depths today. Truly watch Damien embrace the depths tomorrow. Here's hoping in the meantime you and Milo have a lovely evening responding to all the fun comments praising Damien's makeup looks and thanking Milo for being such an on-trend curator of fierce looks. Milo's happy, you're happy, and one day Damien too will be happy. Take a gamble. A good drink. Look what the cat dragged down. Drink's here for you. What's up? Which drink? Which drink? Behind door number 1 is literal poison. Not a fan of poison. Let's see what's in the mystery box. Please be good. I mean, I don't look bad. Pinnacle Skull Bra is a concoction which shakes the inside of your own skull. Choose 2 stats and see how the kick of this beauty takes those stats. Swap. Oh, so I can swap 2 stats? So much boldness.
I think
Oh, so
I'm
it just
good for
swats them.
tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty cool. I thought that was gonna ruin me, I'm not gonna lie.
Hope this turn goes smoothly.
18 creativity. With day in Monster Scouts, you all learn to identify different animal tracks. First, you practice identifying bears and deer, but then you start having to identify way more specific tracks. You identify the tracks of a sculptor, half human, half sculptor. Sculptor. You follow the tracks until you find the legendary beasts. Sculptor teaches you the basics of sculpture. You gain 2 creativity. Nice. Milo, Tiger, and they hang out a lot. After you get yourself trapped in one of Coach's famous lectures about the dangers of wild animals, and this dangerous invasive species continues to roam the woods, abandoned by their dark masters. Purposeless, their plague on nature or wildlife. But I am confused, friend Coach. Do these creatures really deserve such torment? All they did was invent the former Google Plus platform. Surely that is not the grounds for
How
Google
tragic.
Plus. Is that what you've been talking about while I ignore everyone in live stream? The psychopaths behind that global tragedy are here?
Realize you were attempting to help.
I do not understand how a social media platform could be synonym with the word tragedy. No, Calculator, darling, you are too innocent and naive to understand. Google Plus was a festering boil on the smooth, perfect skin of social media. It was completely unusable, and yet it was everywhere. YouTube, Google accounts, in your backyard, knocking on your windows, asking if you'd finally post a status. Now its former developers have been loosed into our woods instead of being properly rehomed in their failing companies.
That's not a very scout thing to do.
I love this guy. They've completely disrupted the local ecosystems, littering their electric scooters everywhere and offering a crowd-sourced alternative to birds. But birds already exist. Why would anyone want to crowdfund a product to fill a hole in the market that doesn't exist? Don't you get it? This is Google Plus we're talking about. They made their careers on filling holes in markets that don't exist. You only gotta go in this hard. This epidemic must be quelled, and the Google Plus developers captured. Otherwise, they might start Google Plus again. They can't go back to those dark days. That's why us four gotta capture them. With your combined efforts and my brilliant leadership, we should have this problem fixed before the fat lady can scream for help. Now let's see. All we need to do is slide into their DMs. That stands for Dirt Mansions, which is where they've been living. That actually isn't what that stands for.
Believe in yourself.
And then we photobomb them until they're too weak to fight back. And then we relocate them to our thirst trap. We can find lots of those Channing Tatum's Instagram. Okay, clearly Coach is worse than useless in this situation. Do you have any idea how to round up this invasive species before they roll out another cultivated, convoluted-like system? Dude, it was fucking crazy. Stand under this huge net and shout, does anyone have an idea for an app? The perfect lure. Open a new Asian fusion restaurant, but the floor is just a bunch of leaves over a pit of spikes. So charming. Immediately there's a stampede. You and your friends barely have enough time to climb a tree for cover before a horde of disheveled former Google Plus developers surround you. An app that finds correlations between trending hashtags and your ovulation cycles, cries one. An app that reads your palms and tells you that your spiritual soup flavor is, says another. A dating app that tells you where the nearest bowl of unclaimed pasta is. We'll call it Send Nudes. This game has so many good quotes. Wow, these developers certainly seem to have got a bit barrel. For instance, one of them appears to be dismantling my leg in an effort to find a microchip capable of powering a pizza delivery drone. While you try to beat the Google Plus devs off of Cal's leg with a crowbar, one of them suggests an app that repels crowbars. Milo appears to be edging them on.
We should do a collab.
I'm hearing a lot of great ideas, people, but none of these has yet to really scream wow to me. We can scream, you see? They say, wow. Yes, good pitch, but could you all try standing in a tight-knitted circle beneath this interestingly shaped tree cover and screaming even louder? Coach lets the net drop on them. They continue screaming wow louder and louder as if that will free them somehow. You, Milo, and Calculus roll the former Google Plus devs into the lake where they can no longer harm anybody with their useless inventions. Here's to environmental preservation and putting an end to shitty social media. You gain 2 smarts and 1 charisma and 1 charm. I'm doing fucking amazingly.
Fine, let's go.
Let's do fun. Finish it out. On a hot day, you go diving to see what's at the bottom of the lake. You find a comic book. You pick it up, but it's so interesting you stay there reading it. This is bad, since you cannot hold your breath indefinitely. You rise to the surface before getting there. You drown a little, and some lake water gets in your mouth. Gross. You swallow some weird stuff that was in the lake water, like the whole jellyfish in Too Fun. What was that doing there? That evening, Milo invites you to go stargazing together. How romantic.
Hello, darling.
Ah, Ron baby, I'm so glad you're here with me. It's nice to take steps away from all this chaos of camp and work. and just spend time with the person I care truly and deeply about, with nothing separating and distracting me from... Oh, sorry, that's my notification bell. I'll just check that real quick. Okay, we're good. Now, what was I saying? Oh, oops, that's my DMs. Sorry, darling. I'll answer quickly, and then... Oh, would you look at that? My Instagram followers have made me a little tribute video. How sweet. Oh, look here. My hashtag is overflowing with fan art. I should reply to all these lovely messages. I'm sorry, darling. I know you must be a little bit sidelined, and I do genuinely want to spend time with you. I have responsibility of my fans. They look up to me, and I want to be there for them, too. You understand, right? Yeah, you understand. You understand that it's gonna be perpetual pain in the ass sharing Milo with all these adoring fans, unless you become Milo's biggest fan. Then they'd have no choice but to pay more attention to you. Think, how can you quickly become Milo's #1 fan? Sheer amount of useless knowledge they have of such as what Milo would be if they were a sandwich. Fans want to become the person they admire, but only a true fan can really pull it off. Steal Milo's identity. No, what? No. Stalking, for instance, you know that Milo were a sandwich, they'd be a hot dog. Saying a hot dog isn't even a sandwich. No way, Milo has no idea what they're talking about. A hot dog is kept between... Oh my god. No. I hope this... It should still be good, though. Streaming there for under 20k viewers, while an animated What If Milo graphic hangs over your head. You're facing off 3 of Milo's most feared and respected fans, a teenager with Milo's face tattooed over his face, a middle-aged woman who named all 4 of her children Milo, and a crazy geneticist who has half of scientists cloned to Milo drooling in their basement for research. This is going to be a fight to the death. Now, first question, if Milo Baradonna were a camper in Camp Spooky, which camper would they be? Oh, that's an easy one. You scribble your answer on your answer card and hold it up. I see that the Mad for Milo has answered Milo Belladonna. And so has Moms for Milo, and great job, everybody, you're all correct. Oh, Damien LeVay. That's wrong, you've been disqualified, darling. Please turn in your answer card and exit quietly in a cry of shame. Damn, you knew Damien LeVay wasn't the right answer. I should still be fine.
Oh, hey.
Yes.
Oh,
It
hey.
should be good. You... A summer fling between you and me, you say? You know, as you may have guessed from the interest in wine and cheese tasting, I do prefer to sample delectable things before I commit to taking them. So if you don't mind, darling, perhaps I could get a small taste of you. Milo kisses you on the cheek. It's simple, yet it makes your soul tremble with the strongest, sweetest way. Ah, yes, that was perfect. It's settled. I would love to be your summer fling, baby.
Our brands are so compatible.
The last day of camp was dreamy. Milo took you to the natural springs they found hidden deep in the woods. You two relaxed, listened to music, and fed each other some delicious berries you foraged on your way there. Even in the middle of nowhere, Milo manages to make everything decadent. You love it. Hell yeah! As we're gone, it felt like a hot minute. It felt like an entire lifetime. That night you saw summer coming to an end. We all wondered what would come next for us. It felt like the end of something big. Little did we know, life still had many wonders, misadventures, and stories for us. Now I'm older, I can see it, how those years became the foundation of mythology of our lives. Broken hearts turned tragedies sung for the centuries. Wild nights became epic treasures forever. Every kiss and every laugh is now the constellation we'll always find while gazing into the starry night, no matter how many years go by. Wow, I did it. Eyes and I'm there. So young and unafraid. So ready to start.
Champions of red wine, poured all over. It's what we're known for. The fine art of cross lines, crossed for old times, like starting over.
This is a nice game. I don't know if this song is copyrighted or not, but it's too late. Yeah, don't drink toilet wine. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. Beautiful glitch. You guys made an amazing game. Two amazing games, actually, because the first one is just as good, I think. So, yeah. You just unlocked Joe Crow. Unlocked the Joe Crow. I don't know what that means. Oh, are these just drinks? Unlock some new things. Hot girl summer, hell yeah. Your parents fucked up. Wrong, baby. Doing this will raise all of your stats, and it looks like ice cream. Yum. Cool. you. All right. Love vlog. I don't know what that means. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time with more carrying.